Welcome to the PlanEdge video training series. This video introduces outside spaces. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add an outside space to this plan now. And I'm going to add two different types of outside space. I'm going to add a patio area here, and then I'm going to add a grassed area around to this side of the building. So we tap on the outside space icon, and what that will do is it will bring us up three options with regards to outside spaces. And we can add squares, we can add semicircles, we can add triangles, or any combination of these to make up the space. And one of the things that we need to bear in mind with spaces is that although we can measure to record, we don't represent these in a scale-based form. So I'm going to add a squared icon, and I'm going to put that up to the top of the plan here, and I'm going to bring it past the edge. And what I'm then going to do is I'm going to add a semicircle shape, and I'm going to add that to this side here, and I'm going to combine these two shapes to make an outside patio area. So you can add as many of these shapes as you want. You can select any of these shapes, you can delete them, you can move them exactly the same as you can with all of our other droppable components. I'm then going to tap on this icon here to add measurements, and that will allow me to select a space, and it combines any spaces which overlap or touch. And it allows you to then add a measurement to that space. So I'm going to add two measurements. I'm going to add this measurement here, and I'm going to say that that's 15 meters. And I'm going to add this long measurement, and I'm going to say it's 25 meters. Now both of those measurements are stored in this plan for that space, and they represent that outside space's longest measurements. Now once you've added measurements to a space, that space cannot be edited, moved, or deleted. If I wanted to edit, move, or delete that space, what I would need to do is I would need to come into the space, select measurements, select that space and delete those measurements, and the spaces then become separate entities again. I'm going to leave those as they are, and I'm going to show you how they look in layout mode. So I'm going to go into layout mode, and here you will see that I've got that outside space. But one of the problems is that that outside space is extended off the page. And if I was to make the plan smaller to accommodate the outside space, the plan will become very, very small. What I'm actually interested in with the outside space is really just what those long measurements are and a visual representation. So what I can do here is when I go into edit for that floor, I can select the outside space and we get a label, and we can turn the measurements on as we can with any other space that we have. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to use this crop function. Now when I select that, what I can do is I can bring on a crop, and I can choose how big I want that crop area to be, and I can put it onto the space, and what it will do is it will take that section out and crop it, and that effectively allows us to maximize the size of that plan while representing the outside space. So for example, when I go back here, it's cropped that space now. It still shows me the end measurements and it shows me how big that is, but it allows me to keep that plan at the full scale. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to add the grass, and I'm going to show you how that works. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go into outside spaces again. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to add around this side here a grassed area. So again, I'm going to add a new space, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a grassed area, and I'm going to line that grass area up, and put it down the side. And you can see that everything is snapping here. And I'll just fill that final little space in. I'm then going to add some measurements, and again it will combine that space for me, and I'll add this long measurement here, and I'm just going to put an average measurement in here. So let's say that's 40, and along here let's say that that's 15. Now when I go back into layout mode, we'll see that that's around the side as well. But what we're going to do now is we're also going to crop this, and what we're going to do is we're going to add, where we've added the crop here, what we're also going to do is we're going to add a crop in here, out of the way. And what that will do is that will pull the 2 spaces down. Now we need to pull that down a little bit more. So I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger so that we've got the 2 spaces on. And then to maximize the plan area, I'm just going to move those across. So we've got 2 spaces. I can color those spaces. So we have 2 default colors. We have one that we use for the patio area and one that we use for the grassed area. So if I select on here, you'll see these 2 colors are here, labeled outside space. I'm just going to make this a green one. You can use any color you like, as you can for any of our other rooms. And that will then show us a plan with an outside space, which shows us both a patio area and a grassed area. You can change the names, so we'll just finish by doing that. And I can select, for example, patio here, and against the side here, I will select regarden, and we can turn our measurements on. For more information and videos, visit planedge.co.uk.